If you go through hell, keep going. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Now, this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is, perhaps, the end of the beginning. Attitude is a small thing that makes a big difference. We live by what we get, but we live by what we give. A lie goes halfway around the world before the truth has a chance to put its pants on. I may be drunk, miss, but tomorrow morning I'll be sober and you'll still be ugly. Do you have any enemies? Good. That means you stood for something, one day in your life. Success is going from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. In wartime, truth is so precious that it must always be accompanied by a bodyguard of lies. A pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity, an optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. Never, never, never give up. All great things are simple, and many can be expressed in one word: freedom, justice, honor, duty, mercy, hope. The price of greatness is responsibility. Truth is unquestionable. Malice may attack it, ignorance may mock it, but in the end, it is there. History is written by the victors. Victory at all costs, victory in spite of terror, victory even if the road is long and difficult, because without victory there is no survival. An appeaser is one who feeds a crocodile hoping that it will eat him last. The further back you can look, the further forward you can see. My greatest accomplishment was persuading my wife to marry me. I am always ready to learn, even if I don't always like to be taught. If we open a quarrel between the past and the present, we will find that we have lost the future. Nothing in life is as exhilarating as being shot at without results. History will be kind to me because I intend to write it. I am an optimist. There doesn't seem much point in being anything else. We are masters of the unspoken words, but slaves to those we let slip. There is no point in saying, "We are doing our best." We must succeed in doing what is necessary. It is always better to be angry than to be at war. Lone trees, if they grow at all, grow strong. To build may be the slow and laborious task of many years. Destroying may be the thoughtless act of a single day. A fanatic is someone who cannot change his mind and does not want to change the subject. This is not the time for ease and comfort. It is time to dare and endure. Courage is rightly considered the first of the human qualities, because it is the quality that guarantees all the others. In war, one can only be killed once, but in politics, many times. I am ready to meet my Creator. Whether my Creator is prepared for the great test of my meeting is another matter. We are all worms. But I believe I am a glowworm. Those who can win a war well can rarely make a good peace, and those who could make a good peace would never have won the war. I never worry about action, only inaction. Let our worry become forward thinking and planning. It is always wise to look ahead, but difficult to look beyond what we can see. It is a mistake to look too far ahead. Only one link in the chain of fate can be manipulated at a time. The empires of the future are the empires of the mind. Criticism may not be pleasant, but it is necessary. It serves the same function as pain in the human body. It calls attention to an unhealthy state of affairs. When you have to kill a man, it costs nothing to be polite. Never argue with the monkey when the organ grinder is in the room. War is a game played with a smile. If you can't smile, smile. If you can't smile, stay away until you can. True genius lies in the ability to evaluate uncertain, hazardous, and contradictory information. I easily settle for the best. Politics is not a game. It is serious business. Meeting Franklin Roosevelt was like opening your first bottle of champagne. Knowing him was like drinking it. We will draw from the heart of suffering itself the means of inspiration and survival. Healthy citizens are the greatest asset a country can have. I'm just preparing my off-the-cuff remarks. When the war of the giants is over, the war of the pygmies will begin. If you have 10,000 regulations, you destroy all respect for the law. The great and the good are rarely the same man. There are many lies in the world, and the worst thing is that half of them are true. Difficulties mastered are opportunities won. Everyone has his day, and some days last longer than others. It's good to be honest, but it's also very important to be right. Over the course of my life, I have often had to eat my words, and I must admit that I have always found this diet healthy. Short words are the best, and old words, when short, are the best of all. Perhaps it is better to be irresponsible and right, than to be responsible and wrong. I like men who smile when they fight. Man sometimes stumbles over the truth, but most of the time he gets up and keeps going. War is mostly a catalogue of blunders. We are robbed by the curse of plenty. Personally, I'm always willing to learn, even if I don't always like being taught. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears and sweat. Eating words has never given me indigestion. No comment is a splendid expression. I use it again and again. A state of society where men cannot say what they think cannot last long. Do not let the spacious plans of a new world divert your energies from the safeguarding of what remains of the old. It is more pleasant to have the power to give than to receive. The first quality needed is boldness. Man's power has increased in all areas except himself. Men sometimes stumble over the truth, but most straighten up and move on quickly as if nothing had happened to them.